Yo, what's going on, you guys? What is up, Clipper Nation? Your boy Jared Trask back for you guys in another video here. Um, so first of all, I just want to say we are in the playoffs right now after we beat the Golden State Warriors. So at least we don't need to worry about the play-in tournament situation because we just won by 5 points against Golden State. So give this Clippers team a credit with Ty Lue because Kawhi Leonard and James Harden played very great with Ben Simmons. And then Amir Coffey, Patty Mills, Bogdanovich, Ivica Zubac, and then, the rest of the Clipper roster that played very well against the Warriors. After we got 8 win streaks in basketball, dude, I really wants to say this, shout out to all the Clipper Nation out there. So we're prepared for a playoff game. 2 more days until we're playing the Denver Nuggets. And this is the first time since 2020, but this is our second playoff meeting is we're playing the Denver Nuggets. And because the Clippers Nuggets has been in the playoffs to meet each other since the COVID pandemic hit in 2020. And that was a long time ago, but it'll be never forgotten. But during the mid-20s, and at the end of the day right now, because, I obviously wanted to say that, I'll be surprised about it because, I'm going to be a lot surprised when the Clippers are prepared to play the Denver Nuggets, and I'm excited for our first round. And I have us losing, but we're the favorites now. So, we're the favorites now instead of losing in the series to Denver because we know the Nuggets are not good because, hey, we just want to do a favor is just win a series. So, and of course, we just got to win the series. So we're the favorites for the Clippers team to take on as the Denver Nuggets. So, to these Nuggets fans out there, including Colby Sports, I just want to wish them good luck because, it's going to be a great game once again since 2020 for 5 years later since the playoffs between the LA Clippers and the Denver Nuggets. Kawhi Leonard, Nikola Jokic. It'll be a lot of fun out there because you know why? It'll be a great series because, this is what's going to be like when the LA Clippers are prepared to take on the Denver Nuggets. And, that's why what we're going to do is that the Clippers already lost the series to the Denver Nuggets since 2020. And what happened when, remember what happened when Doc Rivers was making us blow a 3-1 series lead. And guess what? We just blamed him for all the things that he made it up for us because, I blamed him because we all blamed him for letting us blow a 3-1 series lead to the Denver Nuggets. And, dude, well, it doesn't matter, at the end of the day because, the 3-pointers, 2-pointers, the slam dunk, everything goes against the Warriors on Sunday since I wasn't there, since I was in LA. We always make it happen because, you know why at the end of the day? Because, that this Clippers team is going to make it special to win a series in 6 against Denver because you know why? Because we need that series win against the Denver Nuggets because we're the favorites now. Because Ty Lue is going to do it. That he can do it is he can be better than Doc Rivers anytime soon. And dude, this better happen because we better not blow a lead again, just like what we did in 2020 because of COVID. Because we don't want that to happen ever again. And what just always happen, I'm saying, at the end of the day, I'm just saying right now because what's like to be a Clippers fan right now is that we just gotta do a favor is just win a damn series against Denver, But we would always just win a series if we want because we could just totally take down Denver if we want, if we take down the Nuggets. And dude, because James Harden, he'll do his best because the big beard's here. Nuggets have Jamal Murray because remember when the Nuggets fired Mike Malone and then fired Mr. Booth? See, that's why they cleaned up their house. This is what the Clippers did. They just got rid of Doc Rivers too. So we did. We did get rid of Doc Rivers and we just notified about that because hey, we did a whole favor. We did that a whole favor. Is that we just cleaned up the house too. So we brought in Ty Lue. And that's what I'm saying, dude, because you know why? Like, you know, the Clippers are going to do is win a series. Like, we want to take a revenge game of a payback to the Nuggets since we blew a 3-1 series lead. So don't let it happen again, but don't screw it up. But Ty Lue, don't screw it up. Just like what Doc Rivers did to us when we lost in 7 games to the Denver Nuggets, and Laker fans were celebrating us with the loss, which wasn't that fair because you know why? Since before we played the Nuggets for the second time in 5 years, since 2020, we picked them to win an NBA championship, picked them to beat the Lakers, picked them to beat the Suns, picked them to, yeah, right, picked them to beat the T-Wolves. Yeah, I mean, I believe, but yeah, might be right. Since 2023 in 2 years. So yeah, this is the Clippers' first playoff with the new era of a new uniform, a new logo, new arena, the new dome, the new era of Clipper basketball in the playoffs. Because yeah, this is the first time we're going to have a playoff game at Intuit Dome like we always do for the first time, but no more Crypto Arena because it's not ours anymore. It's the Lakers' home. And also, I got the T-Wolves winning for right now because, yeah, I got Minnesota winning over the Lakers because T-Wolves are going to start biting off the Lakers with the leg to have a big bite of a leg. But especially, yeah, it's a big bite of a leg to the Lakers because the T-Wolves are prepared to beat LA because, you know, the T-Wolves and Lakers had a last playoff matchup. The last time they had a playoff matchup, like, you know, the last time they had a playoff matchup was 2004. And it was been all over in the years since 2004 when Kevin Garnett is an NBA champion who is from the Celtics. Became a basketball player that played for the T-Wolves that took on Kobe Bryant in the Lakers with Shaquille O'Neal. And yeah, shout out to the Pistons fans. Congratulations on making it back to the playoffs in 6 years because, you know, we had a better playoff win than you guys because, you know, at least we had a split with you guys, you know. But I think it's a tough series for you guys, but I want you guys to beat the New York Knicks because everyone's picking the Knicks to win. But Detroit needs an upset over New York, which will it happen? So, yeah, dude. I obviously think about that like people do it at the same time like usually. And yeah, it'll happen for years to come. But we got the play-in tournament tomorrow because we got the Grizzlies, Mavericks. We got Hawks, Heat. I don't want Miami in the playoffs because they suck. But at least Atlanta should have made the playoffs because, yeah, they did since 2023. And also, I just want the Celtics to beat the Magic because I want Boston to be in Orlando for right now because at the end of the day, it was all coming through. Like right now, it'll just be in the process of the books. And then, yeah, the Rockets are going to beat the Warriors because, yeah, I have Houston winning. And if somebody plays the OKC Thunder, then who am I going for? If they play the Mavs or Grizzlies, I'm saying OKC because, yeah, dude, it'll happen. And if it's Cavaliers Heat, then I'm picking Cleveland. Or if it's Cavaliers Hawks, I am picking Cleveland. Because I don't like the Cavaliers either, but I want them to either beat the Hawks or the Heat. But I feel bad for the Bulls, too, since they got eliminated again for the third time. You know, that hurts for them. But, you know, well, obviously, at the end of the day, like, yeah, you know. And then Milwaukee Bucks, Indiana Pacers do have a rematch. See, this is what's going to go on. Because the Clippers are prepared for a whole series against the Denver Nuggets. And then, yeah, like last year when the Pacers beat the Bucks, they did. And then Doc Rivers is only the coach that blames himself for the loss. At least at least as a Clipper fan right now, I don't care about Doc Rivers because at least he's got a ring, but no one likes him at all because he's the worst coach in basketball that makes the team choke a lead at some point. What's up, Coleman? What's up, Coleman? How you doing? It's been so far. Yeah. Good to have you in my stream. And yeah, dude, because, we're prepared for the Nuggets series against Denver because, Utah Jazz did make the playoffs, but I feel bad for you, Coleman, because, yeah, it's good having you on my stream to put in the comments. But, yeah, about the time right now, so it ain't just enough till it's enough to let it go on. So, yeah, I mean, that's what people are going to do with what people are needed. For, like, right now, it's all in the process. And I mean it. So, if we just want to win a playoff game against the Nuggets, let's do it the right way because Doc Rivers is not with us anymore right now. But yeah, right. Yeah, right, dude. He's not with us anymore. He's in Milwaukee. But let's do it the right way with Ty Lue because Lawrence Frank is the worst GM in basketball with the Clippers because we could have fired him. Because, yeah, we lost the playoff series last year to Dallas, lost to Phoenix, and then lost the play-in to Minnesota. But I'm glad the Sixers didn't make the playoffs because no one likes Philadelphia. And no one likes the Sixers, including Paul George. The Paul George stands, because from now on, I'm an anti-Paul George stand because I can't not stand him. So glad the Sixers didn't make the playoffs. And yeah, because lost in the conference final for the first time in 2021. And then just lost to the Warriors in 2019. That just happened. Well, I can agree with Coleman because even if the Lakers don't win it all, he'll be fine for that because no one wants to see the Lakers in the finals. Because even Billy Bob's a Celtics fan because he's a Boston sports guy. He said that he's a Celtics fan and he can't stand the Lakers and the fan base of bandwagons because, I agree with Billy Bob because he's a Boston Celtic fan. Because, I agree with Billy Bob because I agree with him. He can't stand the Lakers in the fandom of the fan base bandwagon. And that's what I'm saying. We beat the Sacramento Kings because, we beat them. And then what happened to Sacramento since they lost to us? They got eliminated. And then one of their entire team got fired, including their GM. And then they hired another GM. So, yeah, even hockey it is, of course, because even I'm an Anaheim Ducks fan, and I'm glad we're going for the number 8 draft pick. It'll happen. So, I just got to let this happen because it's got to be in. Like, it'll just happen for real. So that's what I'm saying. Well, okay. Well, everyone knew it, so they did what they want. They do what they need. It's no big deal. And second of all, people need to understand about the Clippers series win against Denver. Gotta focus in and lock in. Because even though just wishing the best of luck to Brandon Rodgers and his Minnesota Timberwolves. Since you're playing the Lakers, please beat them. Because no one wants to see the Lakers winning, but I got the T-Wolves winning, so yeah. And because I want the T-Wolves to smack the Lakers. Like, I want them to start biting off the Lakers' leg because, time to bite off the leg and start biting off the kneecaps because the T-Wolves are hungry for the Lakers. Like, they are hungry for LA. Well, yeah, because, the Jazz are the worst team in basketball. And Coleman, I should agree with you that, the draft class is crazy because Jazz are guaranteed top 5. And yeah, because people need to know about Utah. Like, even someone agrees, like, yeah, we beat the Utah Jazz in 2021 in the playoffs and beat the Mavericks since we beat them twice in 2020 and 2021. And then, yeah, we know it at the end of the day, but for a good reason. Lost to the Trailblazers in 2016, and then we lost to the Rockets in 7 games. And yeah, so yeah, we just beat the Spurs, and then just come out and just go out and take out the Memphis Grizzlies trash. Take the trash out on the Grizzlies because we beat them in 2012, and then the Spurs beat us. So yeah, the Thunder beat us in 2014 in the playoffs. Even the Lob City had to do it. So it's not even a big deal at the end of the day. Like, people do it at the same time. That's what they want. That's what they want. Oh, like, people are doing it because you know why? All this team does is just win a game. Because, at the end of the day, I'm saying, like, dude, this Clippers team's prepared for the playoffs. We better lock in for tomorrow for one more day, and then we start off Saturday for the playoffs. So we're off to Ball Arena in Denver. So yeah, we're prepared for a lock-in by Saturday from tomorrow. And yeah. Oh, you know what, dude? If the Rockets play the Lakers, then, oh yeah, I'm taking Houston because I'm rolling with the Rockets. It comes to basketball when I'm a Clippers fan because it's the Rockets. I will root for Houston when they play the fucking Lakers. But you know why? Because we could root for Houston too if they play LA. Because even when they play the Lakers, Houston would have always done it in 2009. Even they should have beat LA. Even Trevor Ariza and Ron Artest did have that. So did have all the beef they got. When Kobe Bryant wanted to be there with Yao Ming, they knew it. Like, why do? But here it is. And then we beat the Nuggets in round 1, and then watch OKC beat us. Watch them beat us in the second round, and then they're going to knock us out. They're going to do it. They're going to do it on us. So, yeah. And you know what? Yeah, we can agree with you again. They'll beat them in 5 games if it's the Rockets beating LA. Like, yeah, dude. If the Lakers play the Rockets, then I'm saying Houston in 5. And then, yeah, dude. Well, I think Celtics go back-to-back and then win another title for Banner 19. Like, no one wants to beat the damn Celtics. Like, fuck no. But hell no, dude. But excuse me. Heck no. Either hell no or heck no, whatever, but whatever you say, whatever you like. Yeah, no one wants to beat Boston in the playoffs. But what's funny about that? Because Lakers do is start choking in the playoffs. But, when it comes to football, baseball, and basketball, when it comes for me as a Chargers fan and a Padres, Angels, Clipper fan, all the America's team that starts losing and America wins. Just like what the Yankees, Cowboys, and Lakers do is start losing and then America wins. That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody wants to beat anybody else. Because you know what's funny right now? I'm like, yeah, you know what's funny? When the Clippers lost in 7 to Houston, we did. We lost to them in 7 games. So, like, yeah, we did lose to them in 7 games in 2015. And I'm like, yeah. So yeah, they do. Is that they were gonna know it, and yeah. So, well, I think the Celtics will do okay. So they'll do okay in the playoffs since they have banner 18. They have more than the Lakers. Because yeah, no one wants to see the Lakers in the finals because it could be OKC winning it all. So I have Thunder winning it all after the Celtics won it all in 5 games. So if the Clippers don't win a championship, then OKC is going to do it. They're going to win it all before Boston takes banner 19 to the rafters. But I feel bad for the Raptor fans, including Bonnie, but it's all good. And obviously, dude, I just want to make this a clear statement that we're just going to do a great series against Nuggets. So if we win a series, 6 games, then I call it Clippers in 6. Because, yeah, I'm calling it now. Clippers in 6. And then we lose in 6 to OKC or in 5. So I might be right, you guys, but we'll see. Because at least the Clippers own the Jazz, too. That's my only point since 2021 playoffs in the second round. Which is the semifinals. Everyone knows it for real, but that's why. So from now on, it'll take it forever like usually at the end of the day because, yeah, someone does it. They do it too. Like right now at the end of the day because people do it. Like what they want to do is win basketball games and then they start losing basketball games. See, that's why people understand. Yeah, Coleman might be right because, yeah, you might be right. Of course, we do own you guys since the playoffs 4 years ago. And yeah, because you know why at the end of the day? Because everyone knew it. And I'm about to wrap it up, so I got last words before I go, but let's lock in for game 1 against Denver because their coaches are gone. But they got another coach like Adelman, of course, but yes, they do. But anyway, guys, I'm about to head out. Your boy, George Trask. Peace out, and as always, go Clippers. Sail the ships.